Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Kingdom Come Deliverance, Blind. I'm here back at Skalitz, and I'm about to dig the grave for my parents, so let's do that.
So, let's get to it. Damn it all. How am I going to do this?
Do you need some help? Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want?
It's Peshek?
Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it anymore. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't want.
Leave me alone.
Kill him, Runt! Aye, cut the bastard down.
As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth.
Ah!
Oh.
Fucking come on then!
I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? And now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, go fuckers! games are over.
George! This monster is Brittle!
Okay, I'm having another nightmare. This time it's interactive.
Itt épp egy malacka tévedt a Mi volt az? Ne csak!
I have no idea where I'm going. Like, I guess I should be following the screams, but they were pretty close already before, where the villagers were. Oh, apparently I've gained a perk from jumping around in a nightmare. I wonder if it will stick, you know, once I wake up. To be honest, I'm not exactly sure which way to go. Seems to be at least a rough recreation of the layout of Skalitz. That was the merchant's house. But the thing is, my parents died like somewhere around here. Maybe where the villagers are even. So I don't quite know, because this is the entrance to like the upper part of the thingamajig, right? Although, wait, no, it isn't. I don't think so. So it doesn't have the correct layout. Well, nightmares are supposed to be confusing. That's actually part of the... Wait. Okay, this is hilarious. This is hilarious that I can... Okay. Okay. The sort of nightmare factor has been essentially... the nightmare factor has been essentially nullified. Okay, that's a bit silly. They should have disabled that option, even if it's doubly silly if it actually counts towards my experience. But even if it doesn't, I still feel like they should have disabled that, because it kind of makes fun of the sort of tragedy of that moment if I'm able to pick up random flowers. I have no idea what's going on, to be honest, or where to go. There's nothing on the horizon or the like. That's like, oh, this is my house, isn't it? Okay, so maybe that's where I'm supposed to be going. That would make sense, actually. Since, you know, the memory of my parents would be connected with our family home. But there's no one here, so I don't know what to think about it. I think this is my father's forge. Yeah, this is the forge. Right here, the furnace and all that. But that still doesn't answer my question of where my parents supposedly are in this nightmare. Because by all logic, they should be down here. That's where they died in real life. You know, right in front of the gate. Somewhere over here. But they are not here, so where am I supposed to save them from? Oh, I guess there's a marker. Wait, I was here.
Do you need some help?
To be done. Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Henry, can you hear me?
Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Theresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back.
A few delirious days later...
You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead?
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mines. After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Tamburg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
So Divish promised Sir Radzik he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea. Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak.
Even later...
Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
got your sense of humor back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
And this is your uncle's house?
We're in Rattay Mill. My uncle's Miller Peshek. He took me in, and I talked him into taking care of you too.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Radzig?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radzig, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of a coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks. My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
Your home. Rattay Mill is now your new home. You can sleep here and save the game. You have your own common trunk here, which is available to you in all your homes and rented lodgings. Okay, that's on one hand convenient, but on the other ridiculous. Because what the game is telling me is that it's teleporting my belongings between those different trunks. Take it all. So that I can use it as storage. Okay, I am hungry, so I'll eat from this. Ancient map. Rattay this way. Okay, so does it say Newhof? There are treasure maps which I find inherently interesting. There's a mill.
Oh, damn it, I'm hungry.
Okay, I understand Rattay this way. Understand very little of this, but I should probably keep this in mind for later. Also, let me dress up. I do need to wash my clothes though as well. I need to visit a bath, to be honest, actually. No, wait. Gambison? How did I get that? Comfortable night gambison, commonly used as a lower layer under a heavier armor. It is adorned with the monogram WH in silver thread. How did I get... I don't think I had this? It's pretty superb. I am going to wear this, of course. Look at the difference in body armor. But how did I get it? Okay, obviously I am going to wear this. And I also eat... Okay, I can throw this out because it's spoiled. Although it's perhaps not the nicest thing to do to litter in someone's house, so let's just put it in here. Okay, I still need to eat something, so let's do this. I'll keep the dried meat because I assume probably has quite a decent shelf life. There's also a very easy lockpick. I will not steal the contents, I don't think, but I will open this just for training. Yeah, gained a new level in lockpicking. I am not going to rob it. I just wanted to open it for practice. And once again, this is an easy lock over here. And I think, let me see if I kept the perk that I got in the nightmare. Where would it be? In vitality. Okay, so you have a choice between you run slower but keep at it for longer. Your speed is 20% lower but demands 20% less stamina. Can't be combined with the sprinter perk. You run faster but also tire faster. Sprinting is 20% faster but costs 20% more stamina. Okay, I think this is better for escaping. Thick-blooded. The chances of a foe's strike causing you to bleed are reduced. Okay, I am going to take this actually. Seeing how often I get hit and how bad am I at combat, I think this is going to be a better thingamajig, a better perk. I also need to wash myself. DLC activated. Treasures of the Past. A legend has been circulating about stashes containing magnificent warhorse armor. You can find more hints in your trunk. Okay, so those are the treasure maps. From the ashes, the long-abandoned village of Pribyslavitz awaits the return of bustling life. Wait for a suitable opportunity and go and see Sir Divish about it. Tournament. A combat tournament will soon be conveyed in Rattay. It's open to commoners, so you can even enroll if you like. The amorous adventures of bold Sir Hans Capon. The local dandy is fond of intrigues, especially when the farrier sex is involved, and it's only a matter of time before he drags you into one. A band of brothers. The province hasn't been safe since the raid on Skalitz, and soon you can expect orders from Sir Radic to ride out with a band of mercenaries to put things to right. A woman's lot. You lost your home and family in Skalitz, but you are not alone. Theresa and Johanka encountered similar misfortune and fled too. Each tries in their own way to come to terms with something. I feel like a part of the sentence is missing. If you want to know more, look at the DLC heading in the main menu, where you can find precise information for playing the DLC. Okay. Anything to add, Theresa?
Have you eaten yet?
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, it was very good. Did you bake it yourself?
I did. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Henry. I'm so glad to see you.
Okay, so this is, I guess, part of the DLC. She's going to tell me about how she escaped Skalitz. I am going to choose that soon-ish, but first, I guess, let's talk about the rest.
Have you got a moment? I'd like to ask a few questions about Skalitz. I don't remember much.
All right. What do you want to know?
How did you get me away from Skalitz?
It wasn't easy. Sir Robard and his men helped load you on a wagon and we harnessed an old nag the bandits had left behind. The soldiers escorted us all the way here, God bless them.
What about the bandits?
Sir Robard and his men routed them. They killed the few, but the giant who attacked you fled, and Zibishek with him. It won't be safe in Skalitz for a while yet.
Why would Zibishek do that? I never thought much of him, but banditry?
He was always a nasty piece of work. It doesn't surprise me he joined them. If you knew what he did to me.
Tell me.
When those humans, they call them, when the humans came, Zibishek pushed me out in front of them and fled. He sacrificed me to save his own hide.
That bastard! Where's the sword I had?
You had a sword? It's gone now. Those scum took everything, including your horse.
I don't give a damn about the horse. I stole it anyway. But my father forged that sword for Sir Radzig. I promised father I'd take it to him. I have to get it back.
Well, you can't. Just be thankful you're still alive.
What happened to the other survivors from Skalitz?
They sought refuge in Ratay, and some of the Ratay folk are none too happy about it.
And Matthew, Fritz and Matthias? Johanka? Did they make it?
They're alive. I heard Matthias is at the stud farm in Merhoyed. Johanka is in Sasau, and Fritz and Matthew, well, you know them. They're up to no good somewhere. The only trouble they'll be in is of their own making.
What about Sir Radzig?
Sir Hanush, he's the Lord of Ratay. He gave his lower castle to Sir Radzig, a place called Perkstein. Sir Hanush lives at the upper castle. The Skalitz folk have made camp in front of it.
How did you get away from those humans?
You're wrong. If it hadn't been for you... When they came to the mill, they slaughtered everyone. And kept me for last. After you distracted them, I fled to the mines to find my brother, but he... My brother was dead, but I owe my life and more to you.
And I owe mine to you. The scales are balanced. I won't trouble you anymore. Let's leave it be.
Okay, I am going to save this for last, her talking to me about her experience, because I imagine it's like a whole separate quest from the DLC or something, given the icon.
I'd like to know...
So, how'd you like it in Ratay?
It's a big town with good strong walls, so I suppose we're safe here. And they took us in our hour of need, but for how much longer? They'll grow tired of us soon enough.
How are the Skalitz folk getting on?
They're alive, that's the main thing. They have shelter, but they're just scraping by. Ratay's citizens aren't happy the town is full of beggars who don't look like leaving anytime soon.
Do you know anything about those human rapists? About... you know.
They came to Hungary from God knows where, and now they... Well, folk tell awful stories about them. I hope I never see them again.
That's all. What's that dog you have here? He looks familiar.
Don't you remember him? It's Mart, the butcher's dog from Skalitz.
Ah, of course. When I went back to bury my parents, he was guarding his master's dead body. A faithful dog. How come he's here?
When we carted you here, we took Mutt along too. He's been hanging around the mill ever since.
How's he doing?
A lot better now. I slipped him something good now and again when Uncle wasn't looking.
He won't starve to death then. What does the Miller have to say about it?
He can't stand him.
How's that?
Every time he sees him, he starts shouting that he's a useless mouth to feed and that'll skin him.
Jesus.
And it didn't even soften his heart when Mutt brought a hare from the woods. He was happy to eat it, but it didn't change his mind.
I could have a word with him.
That would be a waste of time.
Does he obey you?
Me? Not much. He's got a mind of his own, and I'm just not strict enough.
Ah, spoilt then.
No, he just hasn't learned many commands. But he's well able to beg for a piece of meat.
How long has he been with you?
More or less since we came here. He runs off now and again, but he always comes back. Sometimes I don't see him all day. I think he likes to go wandering.
So he's doing quite well then?
Yeah. I'd keep him, but he reminds me too much of Tinker, you know? I don't want to think about Skalitz. So I thought maybe you might take him with you?
Me?
I'm sure the two of you would get on great. He's a handsome fella and lovable. I'd be very happy if you had him.
But we never had a dog at the smithy. We never needed one.
Come on. He's got no one.
Yeah, I'll take him, of course. I would love a dog.
All right. I'll take him. He can keep me company on my travels.
Thanks, Henry. Go and get him then. He's sniffing around somewhere here.
Okay, I'm not going for a walk yet. I am, however, going to talk to the Miller. I saw him somewhere around here. Very hard lockpick, so I think that's a little too hard for the time being. I don't want to break my lockpicks because I only have 2. Oh, I have 3, but that's still not that much. Where's the Miller? I saw him already when I was talking to Theresa.
Good afternoon.
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
Sir Hanush is a good lord. Things won't be the same when that wastrel Sir Hans takes over. That will be a sorry day.
What's life like in Rattay?
We got sturdy walls and 2 castles to protect us. There's not many towns have that. And we got everything we need here. We got an apothecary, a swordsmith, an armorer. We got a beautiful church and fine alehouses.
How do the Rattay folk get on with the refugees?
Well, they have it tough, no doubt. But there's not enough room for them here. How much longer will they be living on our streets? Nothing good will come of this. What if one of them's brought the plague with him?
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
I don't know if it's just old wild tales, but I heard truly terrible things. God bless.
Okay, you sell bandages, which I am kind of interested in, really. Oh, and you would buy herbs. I wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting that at all. But sure, I am very interested in trading some of them. I'm also interested in selling this. Although it might be that particular merchants have different prices for the things that they would be uniquely interested in, because this coif in my inventory is like 30 groschen, whereas in here is like 5.6, which I guess might be because she doesn't usually deal in that kind of thing. So maybe I should just quit. Do you want to exit the shop? Well, first of all, I guess let's remove all of this from the basket. So maybe I should sell, you know, the herbs to the apothecary, the armor to an armorer, and so on. But where is the miller? Discovered the mill. Yeah, I kind of discovered it earlier. I want to find the miller, and I also want to find the dog. Like, I am very interested in having a dog. Okay, here it is.
Hey, Mutt. Remember me? From Skalitz, remember? You wanna go with me? Come on then, we'll get on like a house on fire. Follow me.
Dog, from this moment on, you have a canine companion. He's your best friend, who will protect and help you, but you must take care of him. You can talk to him and feed him, ideally with meat, give him commands and reward him with praise. With the cursor you can give him all sorts of commands, using X. You also have the new skill, Hound Master. It determines how well your dog is trained and what commands you've taught him. You gain experience by using the commands and other interactions. In the Sidekicks tab, you can see the stats, the most important of which is obedience. It tells you whether your dog obeys you or not. Its level will keep falling with every injury, and also if you neglect your dog for a long time. If obedience falls too low, your dog will stop heeding some of your commands. If it falls to 0, your dog will run off and it will take some time before it comes back to you. During that time, you won't be able to give him commands. The higher his obedience, the better stats the dog has. He will defend himself and you better, cause greater damage to foes, and it will take longer before he decides to run off. You can improve the dog's obedience by manually feeding and praising him, but doing it several times in succession over a short period is less effective than feeding and praising him regularly. Okay. Let's take a look at that tab. A dog can sniff out enemies even when they are out of sight. Sense of smell. Obedience. Current command. There are no current commands, I guess.
To me.
Good dog.
Good boy. That's my boy.
Okay, let's talk to the Miller.
Can you tell me...
What about the Skalitz folk?
God sent them to punish us for our sins. They don't work, they just idle around begging. And you want to keep a close eye on your belongings when they're around. I'll be glad to see the back of them.
Doesn't he realize I'm from Skalitz?
What do you think about everything that's happened?
I don't concern myself with the doings of my betters. But this mess isn't good for business. Them two brothers should sort things out between themselves without dragging us into it. I don't give a damn who's king, but that usurper from Hungary has gone too far.
Do you know anything about those Cumans?
The heathen scum that Sigismund brought here. Why do you even ask? You've seen with your own two eyes what they're capable of.
That's all. My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the Miller here. You've already met my niece, Theresa. She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo. And talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from. What do you say?
Well, what would you need from me?
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else. And not get caught while you're doing it.
That sounds straightforward enough. Except for not get caught. Why would anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition. Do corpses bother you?
No honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the fields? You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking scruples, or if you might be useful for more unconventional work.
Well, tell me more. It sounds like grave robbing, which, you know, technically speaking, I have almost done already. So I don't have much. I don't have much of a moral high ground to stand on with regards to this. I am, however, skeptical about robbing living people. I don't think I will.
I was prepared for just about anything, but that's a bit much. But go on. Tell me more.
Listen, it's about this ring my mate Wojciech, the Kohelnitz Miller, had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried the ring by the gibbet along with the villain They hung while he was wearing it.
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse, take a ring from it, and give it to your friend in Kohelnitz? Is nothing sacred to you?
Money first, morals later. That fellow is dead. He won't miss it. Whatever bleeding heart came up with the idea that it's disrespectful to disturb a corpse never read the Bible. It's still a human body, only it's missing a soul. Why be disgusted by something created by God?
I'll say I'll do it, but I don't know whether I will. But I want to say I will, just in case I decide I want to. Because I'm worried if I say this, he won't offer it again.
I think I've already heard more than I need to know. You've got the tongue of the devil himself. If you tried hard enough, I bet you could justify sodomy with a goat.
Watch your mouth, boy. There's a shovel here around the mill somewhere. If there's any problem, come and see me. And here's something on the side to make you dig better.
Thanks. I'll need it. I can't believe I've come to this. Digging up corpses.
Oh, and watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty savage. And I don't just mean the dogs. You can just throw them some meat. The dogs, that is. But the executioner? Well, don't vex him. May the Lord watch over you.
Okay, but that's not all.
Where can I find a shovel?
There's one right outside, leaning against the cart.
Okay.
May the Lord watch you. Try unlocking this trunk.
Okay.
Hold the lockpick in your right hand and use it to feel out the tumbler. In your left hand, you hold the blade and use it to turn. Got it? Good. Now turn the whole lock with the blade, but don't stop holding the tumbler with the pick. Otherwise, you'll be fucked and you'll have to start all over.
I wonder if I get experience from doing this.
You're a dab hand, Hal. Make something out of you, yeah. But remember, this trunk's only for practice. With real loss, you have to watch out for the pick. Try it a few more times if you like. Then good luck with the real thing.
Okay, so I assume I don't get experience for that. Do I have enough coin to pay you back?
I've got the money to pay that debt.
And I was afraid you had a chamber pot for a head. Hand it over. That job's still going, if you're interested.
Sure, I'm on it.
So how much was it? 100?
May the Lord watch over you.
No, it was 50. Okay, so it wasn't even that expensive.
Good health to you.
I'm not that interested in pickpocketing.
Tell me something about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell. I was born at the mill, I live here, and I'll surely die here. But before I do, I've plenty of work to do, and I hope I live to see peace in this land again.
Can you tell me something about the other millers?
There's a couple of other fellows around here in my trade. Wojciech in Kohelnitz and Simon in Sassa.
Tell me about Wojciech.
He's young and hot-blooded, with a short temper. But he's a fine fellow when you get to know him. His heart's in the right place, and he's always willing to lend a helping hand. Unfortunately, he got himself into a feud with that usurer, the merchant Wolfram Pruder. A slimy bastard he is. And now they're sworn enemies.
What about this Simon in Sasau?
An odd one he is. A loner who don't talk much. But he's as dogged as a hunting hound once he gets his teeth into anything. He won't let go until he sees it through, even if he has to walk over dead bodies.
Okay, you can train me in this?
I hear you're able to open locks without a key. Will you teach me how?
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Okay, maybe another time. I need more money before I can frivolously spend it like that.
Maybe another time.
Farewell.
What can you do? For now, just come to me and go back to the mill. Okay. I think this episode has been long enough, and next time I'm going to ask Theresa about her, experience, which is part of the DLC, I guess, judging from the icon. But it's available to me now, so I assume I can do it. I don't think it would be a rather what's the word? It would be rather a dick move if they gave you an opportunity to play that DLC from the very start of the game, and it was like super duper hard. But if it is, then I'll just back down. For now, I am going to actually save and quit. Yeah. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.